And then I want a rocket ship and a time travel machine. Whoa. Don't steal, don't steal.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back with another action figure review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Storm Collectibles Morrigan. She's one of only 2 characters Storm Collectibles released from their Darkstalkers line, and I hope they're not finished with this line because they could really put to use some big characters like Anna Cars. Man, I would love a figure like that. And I know I'm kind of late coming to the party, but once I got her in hand, I had to talk about it. Now, Morrigan is to Darkstalkers what Chun is to Street Fighter. I think she's from Scotland, but oddly enough, I don't remember an accent in the animated movies. Personally, I think I like her better without the accent, but what y'all think? We could talk about it in the comments. So I've always wanted me a Morrigan figure. Those who know my channel know I'm a big fan of Capcom, though I've never played much of the Night Warriors games. Mostly I played like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but after they switched her up, she got a little trickier to play, but I love me some Morrigan. That being said, though, this figure is not without her issues, but let me just take a minute and gush about how she looks in the face. She looks stunning. In my opinion, this is the best female face sculpt yet from Storm Collectibles. She looks amazing. I love the color of her eyes, that light emerald green type of color, the pretty color they use for her lips. Even her face sculpt is soft, feminine. She looks wonderful. Online, you can find many different images and styles of the way her face is designed, so I think Storm Collectibles gave us that sweet spot right in the middle. Even the color they use for the inside of her wings is a nice touch. It really accents her palette. I'm a little nervous at the wings at her head because it's of a harder plastic and there's no articulation to it, but so far so good. And I do really like how they did her hair too, that airbrush and the softness of it. Very well, miss. I challenge you to a duel. Well, you alright? Maybe I should have used a napkin. I'm pretty sure that's going. Hey, where are you going? Hey, where'd she go? Hello? For your accessories, so Morrigan here comes with a pretty good spread of accessories, almost everything you need for the ultimate succubus. She comes with these partially splayed out hands. I'm not even sure what you would call these, maybe like a Trekkie, but not. These additional style pose hands, maybe like she's beckoning someone or casting a spell. I really like these. These cup type hands, if you want to imitate that relaxed, needed chest pose she's known for. She's got these claw hands, which I very much so appreciate. The nails aren't extended or anything like that, and there's not a lot of detail in the palms of the hands either, but they do have a flex for the fingers. That's kind of cool. And then she also comes with a pair of fist hands in case you want to imitate some of her signature moves. Sophie, she also has 3 additional head sculpts, and I like that they don't give you no face plates. They give you the whole assembly, so that's kind of cool. I'm not the biggest fan of her smiling head sculpt. She looks a little too friendly, but I am digging her stern face. And this head sculpt, I'm actually glad they threw it in there. I'm probably not going to use it for most of my shots. This is the look she gets when she's like getting swept or something. She also comes with 3 additional swap out hair pieces, and they're all done really well. It's not the most secure connection, but I do like the idea for it. In the video games, Morrigan's hair is always flaring about, so I really like that attention to detail. 2 of her hair pieces look really similar, one of them slightly curved. I'm not sure we needed both of those. And lastly, she's got her flat hair setting, the look she's most popular for. She comes with a Soul Fist Bat Energy effect. I'm not sure if this is the same one they use for Dimitri. I'll have to go back and check that, but it looks awesome. I love the saturation for it. The wings do have a flex, and it comes with the stand. All you do is stack that up. And lastly, you do get her swap out shins. You can attach these blade pieces to it. The blades look really good. I love the airbrush and detail to it. It's a really tight fit, but it is keyed. There is no rotation for it. And they also have a slight point to the tip, so you do want to be careful with that. It's a cool look for her. It's a solid fit, but I do wish they would have included some swap out blade type part for her wings. For your articulation, when it comes to the females that Storm Collectibles does, oftentimes they don't have as much range and they aren't as much fun as the male figures they put out. And this figure, I would definitely say, is a step up. Her and at Mortal Kombat Shiva they did. She moves pretty well. Not too gappy at the torso, and she's got really good tension at her joints. If you were waiting on my gripes, tips, or warnings, I put those at the end of the video. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about it. Even with the gripes I have with this fig, I'm hoping to continue the line. I'd really love a Cinco or a Felicia. She does have that long barbell going down into her neck, into her chest cavity, but unfortunately, you're just not gonna get that much range with it, even with the soft material around her torso. I am hoping they revisit this character and go back and do an alternate color like they did for the Dimitri. I think this is maybe her player 2, and I would also love for them to do a Lilith character. Like, she doesn't get enough representation either. And I'm proud to say Storm Collectibles did not skimp out on that ankle rotation. Thank you, Storm. And balance her with those heels on is actually not as bad as you would think. And those feathers at her outfit, I can't say for certain if that's a ball going into those luscious boobies, but the engineering idea for this outfit is exceptional. And I also like how these wings turned out. She got 3 universal joints just sectioned off in the wings. That's a really cool idea. You could pretty much do whatever you want to do. They do tend to get a little bit cumbersome when it comes to the hair, so you're gonna have have to figure that out on your own, but I do like that those wings aren't static. But let's get into the size comparison. Here we have her next to the only other figure from Storm Collectibles Darkstalkers line. We got your Dmitry Maximov. Then we have her next to your Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Scorpion and your Street Fighter 5 Jury. Next, here we have her next to your Keep Going Studio White Ghost, your Marvel Legends Colossus, and your NECA Frankenstein. And lastly, here we have her next to a McFarlane figure. I can't remember the name. I just bought the figure because he looks cool. Your Coaster Toys, a Biz Knight, and your Kotobukiya. Zero market. Final thoughts on the Storm Collectibles Darkstalkers Morrigan figure. Now got to jump into the gripes. This figure looks good. She moves fairly well, but that diaper piece around her pelvis, I really wish that was executed a little differently. It's a little frumpy. It just kind of dangles depending on how you have her pose. You can see the guts all in her. Like, it's not a good look. Not to mention, I'm getting a lot of paint rub around her thighs and even some discoloration around her chest area too. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But other than that though, her articulation is pretty decent. Could have used a little bit more thigh range and as well as her head range looking up, but I'm really happy about that ankle swivel. So because of the quality control issues, I'm going to have to give her quality a 6 and I'm going to give her articulation an 8.9. Other than the paint rub though, I love the way she looks. I love the colors. I love the sculpt work. I really like how soft her hair is. And she comes with multiple display options for them. Other than not having a stand and needing a swap out piece for her wings, her accessories offerings are solid. And we're all waiting on the day Storm Collectibles decides to give us those true 112 figures we've been asking for. But even with her size, man, she is so fun to look at. She looks like a pop-up parade. But I'm gonna still have to deduct a few points because her hips are kind of obnoxious. So I'm gonna give her a 9 for her look. For her accessories, I did kind of already go over that. I think I would be satisfied if she included another swap out piece for the feet, imitating that drill kick attack she does. That would be pretty cool. I'm tempted to see if the joints of her wings will fit inside one of those shin blades. Probably not. But I think I'm going to have to go ahead and give her an 8.9 for her accessories. She is kind of pricey. Ultimately, I think this is a strong offering for a Morrigan figure. Final score, I'm gonna give her a 9. All right, y'all, that's the video. I'd love a like. If not, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.